In this Roadmap Rebellion review, I'm going to share with you all the details about the brand new program, the Roadmap Rebellion, which is literally just launched about 3 hours ago. So if you stick around until the end of this video, you'll know if it's right for you. And just before we get started, if you do decide to get the Roadmap Rebellion, I've also created a series of bonuses called the Roadmap Accelerator. Inside, you're going to find a custom sales funnel. I've also got a custom email series you can send out to your leads. I've also got some SEO traffic training. I've also got a training on how you can use AI to actually edit all of your legal pages. And finally, you can also share this bonus with people who purchase through you. So if you want to get all of those bonuses, make sure you join using the link in the description. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. Now, if you are new to the Roadmap series, just know this is actually the third version of the Roadmap course. Originally, it was called the Roadmap to Riches, which had its own 3 updates as well. It was a Master Resell Rights course. They originally launched it hoping to get 1,500 members, but it actually blew up the internet and they had 60,000 members in a very short amount of time, which created a massive wave of Master Resell Rights programs, which you've probably seen online before. Unfortunately, with that massive boom became a lot of scammers as well, actually selling it less than it was allowed to be sold for. People also including their own versions of it, which was not allowed. So they had to pivot really quickly, which brought them to the Roadmap Exclusive. And that was an affiliated model, basically just to stop the fraudulent activity. But that wasn't the end goal. They wanted to be able to allow people who purchased the ability to resell it. And that's what they've finally figured out, and that's why the Roadmap Rebellion was born. Now you can actually buy this program, obtain a license for, I'm not sure the exact cost right now, it's under $100. And once you get that license, it's actually a legal binding contract, so you can resell the program as a licensee, and of course take full payment for the program. So it's really exciting. So what is the Roadmap actually about? So the Roadmap was originally a course that was created to teach people how to research a market online, a demand for a type of product, and actually create a brand around that type of demand, create digital products for that brand, and actually build systems so you can sell digital products to serve that demand and make money online. And honestly, it's a really good industry to get into. In fact, I'm still looking into this right now because there is so much potential with digital products, right? You've got like basically no overheads. You can scale extremely quick. And it's honestly one of the best freedom-based businesses. You can set things up to actually run, make money on the go, and you don't have to be a slave to your computer. Now, over the past 3 versions of the Roadmap, they've also learned a lot versus the first original Roadmap to Riches. So a lot of what they've learned has been put inside of this program to help you basically avoid all of the mistakes that they faced and hopefully build a smoother type of business instead of the bumpy one that they faced. So first of all, this is the Roadmap Rebellion. I'll show you what it looks like. You can see 3 hours ago, Hannah announced that it's finally launched. If you don't know Hannah, it's Hannah Pippins and Zach Pippins. They created the Roadmap. There's actually also a new presenter inside of here. His name's Tony. I'm not sure actually what his last name is right now, but he's a very good content creator as well. But inside of the classroom, first of all, we've got the first phase open. 2 more are coming out over the next 2 weeks. But I'll just quickly run through what it's got so far. So first of all, there's a nice little welcome module. There's some community call replays. There's been 3 so far as they opened the doors to existing Roadmap buyers. And then we start with the actual training. And the first one's about foundations. Now, as I mentioned earlier, they faced a lot of issues when they actually built the original program, mainly because the platforms that they set up on weren't able to scale as fast as the platform scaled. So they had a lot of customer service issues, they had a lot of capacity issues, and honestly, it sounded like a bit of a nightmare. And once you go through this first type of module, you'll actually hear a lot of the pain that Zach went through inside of it. It's a really good eye-opener, especially if you're someone that has got really big hopes and dreams. You want to build a business that can make you a lot of wealth, then you really need to know the core foundations of actually what you need to build and how you should be building it, instead of just creating stuff, trying to sell it, then seeing what happens. And that's basically what he goes through. And once you finish this module, then we go on to the second one, talking about how you should be thinking as a founder, right? It's a nice little short module that you can crack into. And then the third module is quite a big one that I've talked about quite a lot in the Roadmap Exclusive. This, of course, was based off the Roadmap to Riches, how people were marketing it. And this is talking about FTC compliance and basically what FTC compliance is. And you can see this is Tony, the new contributor. Basically, FTC is the people who, if you start making false claims or income claims or things that aren't necessarily correct, these are the people going to come and knock at your door and basically shut down your business and take all of your profit. So this is a really good module. Still not a lot of people are talking about online, which is really interesting. A lot of income claims going on out there. But basically, it just talks about what you can and can't say. And honestly, it's a big one. Once you know this once, you won't have to go through it ever again. But it's just going to save you down the track. They apparently say that the FTC will follow people for many years before they actually go in for the kill. And once they do, it's not a pretty sight by any means. So the FTC one is a good one. And then we go into actual licensing. So the first phase is really these first 3 modules. And then it talks about how you can actually be a licensee and be a reseller. Now, once again, over the next 2 weeks, the second and third phases are going to be added to this program. It's a little bit short right now, but don't worry, in the next few weeks, it's going to fill up. But let's just quickly go through the licensing because this is quite a big one. So how the Roadmap Rebellion works is once you purchase the Roadmap Rebellion, you are a student of the program. But if you decide to be a reseller, you're going to have to purchase what they call the Advantage license. And basically what that is an agreement between you two. There needs to be money inside of the transaction and have a transaction so it's legally binding. At the moment, I believe it's $75 or it could be $100, but it's sub $100. And once you actually obtain that, then you can actually resell it as much as you want. It's a one-time fee. And you are technically a licensee for the Roadmap Rebellion. So you can take full payment. It just goes directly into your payment gateways and that money becomes yours. Now, what they also give you as a licensee is a funnel. They also give you some pages you can fill out. And honestly, there is a little bit of work setting it up. It doesn't take much time. Luckily, I've gone ahead and created these exclusive bonuses too. So if you want to save a bunch of time, you can just copy my training and my assets. But that's basically the Roadmap Rebellion right now. It's early days. In a few weeks, I will do another review once the program is filled up. But if you've got any questions, let me know. It's a really exciting opportunity. They've also had the Renegade AI, which had a similar licensing model, which has done really well. So I've got really high hopes for the Roadmap Rebellion. Once again, any questions, let me know down below. If you want my bonuses, join using the link in the description, and I'll see you on the next video.